Hey everybody, we're live. Here's the news from
CNN
CNN.
projecting President-elect Joe Biden will win Arizona. This expands his electoral vote margin over President Trump. So we now see 290 electoral votes for Biden, 217 so far for Trump. Biden padding his lead, multiple states in this column. Stay with us.
Woohoo! Let's move forward a little bit, folks. Let's see if we can pick up, because there has been a bit of a delay.
Because when we trust one another.
So anyway, there's the news. Hey everybody, welcome to Zenny62. CNN projects that Joe Biden has won Arizona. Of course, the Associated Press went ahead of others before with that projection. And now CNN is confirming that, and that makes current President Donald Trump's ability or chance or thought of getting a second term by claiming voter fraud all but impossible to achieve. Forget it. It's just, he already has Nevada. He's got Arizona. He's got Pennsylvania. It's just not happening. Joe Biden is president-elect of the United States of America. And hey, Roland Dubs, long time no see, man. Where you been? How you doing? You have a new president, Joe Biden. Woo! How about that, Ma? Joe Biden. So I'm waiting for Mr. Lemon to come back and give us the particulars, I think. Oh, here it is. Look.
Major breaking news tonight. CNN projects Joe Biden will win the state of Arizona. Biden winning 49.4% of the vote to Trump's 49.1%, a margin of just over 11,000 votes. It's only the second time in more than 7 decades that a Democrat will carry Arizona in a presidential election. A monumental.
The John McCain revenge.
Stronghold. President-elect Joe Biden continues expanding his electoral vote lead. He now has 200.
Come on, Georgia.
Electoral votes. President Trump remains at 217. So this is happening as coronavirus is raging out of control. President Trump refusing to concede election to Joe Biden, and yet Trump spending his time lashing out at longtime media ally Fox News on Twitter, suggesting Fox is the reason he lost, and a lot of it stems from their early call in Arizona. So
yeah, he's really mad about that. Trump is railing still, you know, but he just, Trump is furious at Fox.
Fox called Arizona early. They were right.
I like Brian. Let's see what Brian has to say about this.
Axios is reporting that
Hold on a second.
Trump is telling friends that he wants to start a digital media company complete with his old home team.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell me about it.
Look, the Arizona call by Fox may have been premature. We may never know for sure. But the Arizona call by Fox on election night set a tone. The president was very angry about that tone. He lashed out at Fox for days afterward. Other networks looked at the Arizona call and said, where is Fox getting that from? Why are they so confident? Because the margin in Arizona later tightened. And now only tonight, 9 days later, can we say confidently that Arizona will be in Biden's column. But that call by Fox was an early indication of what was going to happen on this electoral map. And the president has been raging at Fox. The president has lots of other reasons why he's mad at Fox. But, you know, at the end of the day, Don, the president doesn't want news. He wants propaganda. So, yes, he lashed out at Fox this morning. Yes, he's promoting rival channels. But at the end of the day, he came home to Fox. He promoted Sean Hannity. He promoted Lou Dobbs because those stars are still supporting Trump's election denialism. But every time another state fills in on the map, every time you announce another projection, it becomes harder and harder to deny the results of this election. So we will see if stars like Hannity end up having less and less to say as time goes on.
It's interesting, Brian, because as we have been sitting here covering this is the first time that Trump consciously uncoupled from Fox or broke up. But this divorce now, apparently, that it's looking like between Trump and Fox is far from finalized.
Yeah,
He's still happy to promote their opinion hosts.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. That's exactly what is going on here. He doesn't want to hear news. He wants to hear propaganda. He's promoting a new channel called Newsmax, which is further to the right than even Fox, because Newsmax has not called the election for Biden. Well, what does that mean? It means that Newsmax doesn't
Newsmax,
have
that's,
they don't have the experts
that's Chris
that get
Purdy. I
Fox
met
out
Chris
to actually make these
way
calls.
back in the early
company
AOL
leaned
days.
into
We
that
used to
and said,
be
"You can go find alternative
corresponding
channels."
friends,
But
and
we
now
might
we've
be seeing
reconnected.
the bulk
He's,
of right-wing
look,
media.
his political
And
leanings
Fox
aside,
still has
I
a
admire
very
what Chris has done in terms of media and money that he's raised for his company, and I hope to do the same. So I got nothing bad to say Chris about Chris. Chris got his thing, I got my thing. There we go.
Show on Fox, or as you mentioned, Axios saying he might launch a streaming service. It sounds great, right? Everyone wants to be the next Netflix, but it is hard to become the next Netflix. I'm not sure the president has that much motivation or energy to go out there and launch a new business of his own. He may well end up just getting a show on Fox.
And see, while they're talking about Trump, he's still tweeting that he won. This is 32 minutes ago. Donald Trump is tweeting this. He says, look at this. He says, these states in question should immediately be put in the Trump win column. Biden did not win. He lost by a lot. Jeez Louise. I mean, it almost sounds like, you know, he makes me feel, Trump does, like, he makes me feel like I was when I used to lose Monopoly. I'm serious. I hated to lose Monopoly. I mean, I would swear that the dice roll was cheated. I'd come up with every reason that I should have won, and I couldn't accept the loss. I'd cry. But how old was I? I was 7 years old. Donald Trump is 74. So, hey, do the comparison. Oh my God, look at this.
You found out that you have to lose to win.
My mom said that I got over it because I discovered that I have to lose to win, right? That's what you said, just Smoke?
Yeah, that's the best way through life. You have to lose to win. You have to fail to become. You have to have lots of failures most of the time before you become even anything great. And you can ask any great person.
Yep.
Anybody that's afraid to lose or afraid to face the facts, and everything goes their way, they're gonna be fucked.
Joe Lopez says that he remembers behaving that way as a kid. Yeah, we were all kids behaving like that.
He's to that because you haven't learned yet.
Yeah. Well, Donald Trump spent most of his life not learning that. I mean, he's never.
You guys can't compare yourself to Donald Trump. Is crazy.
Okay.
There's a loose screw up there. And he did not have, either one of you guys didn't have a crazy father. And you didn't have a racist father. You didn't have a rich, messed up father. That guy's got all kind of problems. People keep comparing themselves with Trump. Trump's crazy.
I wasn't comparing I was comparing the 7-year-old me with the current Trump.
You can't even do that.
Anyway, you get the idea, folks. I'm excited for our future as a country. We really need to get back on track. We've been off the track for 4 years and counting, and But look at this. This is a more President Trump. He says, "Must see Sean Hannity take down the horrible, inaccurate, anything but secure Dominion voting system, which is used in states where tens of thousands of votes were stolen from us and given to Biden. Likewise, the great Lou Dobbs has a confirming and powerful piece." Well, riddle me this. Were those same Dominion voting systems used in 2016? And if that's the case, was it okay that they were used because they worked in his favor? You know, I just wondering, okay? Just wondering. Wow. This is, and look at what Twitter does. Look at Twitter says, look this. Twitter writes, official sources called this election differently. So they're basically telling you that Trump is inaccurate here, right? Or wrong. So here it is. Joe Biden is the projected winner of the 2020 presidential election. So Twitter is not letting the current president get away with misleading you. Twitter is making absolutely certain that you know that Joe Biden is the president-elect of the United States. And that's quite a long way from the Twitter of last year when Jack Dorsey was at the White House in June of 2019. Remember that? I do. Had an impact on me in more ways than one. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks. Get some sleep because it is almost midnight Eastern, which means it's almost 9 o'clock in Oakland. Subscribe to Zenny62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com. And thanks, everybody. Appreciate your time.